Hey guys, Omni here. It is finally time for us to check out the first trailer for the Super Mario Brothers movie that is coming out from Illumination, starring Chris Pratt, Jack Black, and many more. You know, a lot of people since Chris Pratt was announced is like, what's he gonna sound like? What's Mario gonna be like? Is he gonna put on an accent? Is he gonna do a voice? What's he gonna do? Is it just gonna be Chris Pratt talking out of Mario? It's gonna be weird. I don't know. A lot of people have been very curious about this. Obviously, with the cast itself, you know, star-studded across the board, no voice actors, from what I can tell, to be seen in any way whatsoever, which is kind of disappointing. But my lord, has this been itching in a lot of people's brains? And honestly, I think one of the most anticipated trailers of this year, dare I say. But guys, it's here. Came out at NYCC. There was a Nintendo Direct today to go along with it to coincide, and we got the trailer. So let's dive in and see what this looks and sounds like. Here we go. Dude. I mean, looks good so far, visually. I know they released a poster the other day too, which looked pretty cool. Oh, wow.
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
Open the gates!
It's not bad. Not bad so far.
That is but a taste of our fury.
That,
Do you yield?
I think that's Carrie Payton, but I'm not sure.
I do not. I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
My God, just the way his eyes and face is animated, he reminds me of the dude from Wreck-It Ralph.
What is this place?
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Not gravelly enough.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
There's a little bit of an accent in there. God, it's weird. Yeah, man, look at this cast. Dude, Charlie Day, oh my gosh, hearing his voice come out of Luigi is gonna be so jarring. I gotta say, it's not as bad as I guess I was building it up in my head. Especially Jack Black, man. I thought there are times, especially when he's yelling and excited in the trailer, that I'm like, oh, that's Jack Black. But like when he's introduced as Bowser, I was like, oh, it's not that bad. It's pretty cool. Visually, though, the movie's beautiful. I think it looks great. It's definitely got that feel. It looks like the Mushroom Kingdom. It looks like Bowser, Koopa, all the whole gang. But yeah, I think the thing that's going to make or break the movie is honestly, at least for longtime fans. I mean, if you're coming into this, maybe you never played a Mario game at all, ever. It probably won't bother you one iota. But like for me, who grew up on this stuff, it's so weird. Not even hearing like an attempt to sound like some of these characters do iconically, given their voice lines and stuff are extremely limited. I didn't expect in here like the stereotype that Mario's voice is in a lot of those ways. I didn't quite expect that, but like it, you know, Chris Pratt just sounds a little like Chris Pratt at times. But then in that scene when he's following that toad, there was a little bit of an accent creeping in. Because I remember him saying in an interview he's not going to be doing an accent, which I think a lot of people were mildly disappointed about that, and still just curious as to what this was going to sound like. But the other voices, man, like they just kind of shine. They kind of stand out a lot. So I think that's going to be the challenge of this movie is to win over, people that have been longtime players of these games, to hear and feel these characters. They look the part. They look the part. Like I said, visually the movie looks great. But it's the sounds, these iconic sounds that have existed for decades that we have to kind of untrain when we're watching this. If it was a live action, it'd have a whole other set of hurdles to kind of go over, because then we're not putting what we see in the game to what we're hearing. We're hearing what we're seeing, like the people. We recognize the people, recognize their voices, we see the people, we see the voices, it meshes. We're seeing the characters from the game, we're hearing something completely different. So it's a little bit of contesting with itself. From the trailer so far, for me, this might be very different, like I said, for anybody who just does not give a shit or didn't grow up with any of this stuff. But I gotta say, it looks great. It's just another one of those things that I want to kind of fall back onto. Voice actors are still actors. I feel like we could definitely have just had the voice cast do this movie. We got to step that direction a little bit with the Sonic movie, with Sonic 2, with Colleen voicing Tails. But, we're still getting in there. And I'm pretty sure Carrie Payton's in there. He's one of those people that's like very much so in both worlds. But like everybody else on that cast, it's a little more of a stretch. But yeah, you can hear when Luigi's running. I'm just like, that's Charlie Day screaming. So, again, I'm excited. I'm curious. I'm very curious about how this turns out. But guys, what did you think? Was it worth the wait? Was it weird enough in the end? Did you build it up too much in your head? Or are you excited about what you've seen and heard so far? Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in our Discord. We can talk about it there as well. Links to that in all my social description box below. Follow me on each and every one of those. Before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sheriff, Philly Vane, Yori Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Raven McGann, Status Alive, Jeffrey Hale, and M. Sephiroth. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.